Okay, here we are with the coding steps for the week 4, the coding project. So here we are, it asks us to create an array. We create one array here, and then we subtract the element from the first one, the element of the first one from the last one, using this formula, using the length of the array. And we're not hard coding it, this saying, it's number 7. So we have it right here. The last element of the array is now 93 instead of sorry, is now 90 instead of 93. We do the same thing. Now we create another element, another array, but now with more elements, and we use the same formula. We just change the name of the array, and we have here the answer. Then we're gonna have an average of the length. An average of the lengths in the array. So here we are. We created an average right here. And it's telling us that the age average on the array is 94.55. Then we are going to step number 2. Create an array of strings. Here we are creating the array of strings. Then we have to iterate and get the average of the named lengths. So we creating a sum of all the lengths, and then we are printing an average right here. And then, right here. And then we're going to concatenate all these names right here. We're going to concatenate all the names into one variable. So we're printing it here. And now here we have the concatenated names, all of them separated by a space. Number 6, we're going to here are some questions that how do we access the last array? Well, the length -1, the first element of the array is the array 0. Then we're going to create an array that is called named lengths. So here we are putting the length of each name into this array. It doesn't ask to print it to the computer, so it's not printed. I did print it to test it here. Then the step 6, it says that we're going to iterate through that array and calculate the sum of all the elements. So here it is. The length of all the elements is 23. Then in number 7, we're going to create a method that was going to send a word and an integer, and it's going to return that word concatenated the times of the integer. So here we have it. We're sending Tina, and we're sending 5. And in our result, it says here that we're sending Tina. The name Tina is being concatenated 5 times, and here's the result. All the steps for the methods are here at the bottom. Then we have another method that requires 2 strings. So we're going to send the name and the last name, and we're going to return a concatenated name. So here we're printing full name, which is what we return from the method, and here is a concatenated name. Then we write a method that takes an array of integers and returns true if the sum of all the integers is more than 100. So we have the numbers here. We send if it's true that the number is bigger. And the answer here, the sum of the numbers of the array is 118. Therefore, the result is true. So we have the result right here. The method that takes an array of double and returns the average of all the elements. So here's the array that we're sending. And we're sending it in this method. Here's the number. So in here, we are printing the average because it's going to return all the the numbers added, and then we're going to just divide it to get the average. And here we are doing it here, the 5 numbers, and this is the average. Now we're going with number 11. We write a method that takes 2 arrays of double and returns true. So we're taking the 2 arrays, and of course the first one is bigger, so it's going to return a Boolean in here. So therefore it's true. So here it is. This is the sum of the first array, the second array, and it is true. Now the other one is we're going to create a method that is going to return 2 if it's hot and you have more than 1050 in cache. So here is we're creating this method, and we are sending two true and 1051. So it has to return true because it is hot and we have more than 1050. So it says our packet, it is true. So we have the answer here. And the last one, it is concatenated two lists. And I'm sending them the two lists, and I'm returning the concatenated list, which is fabric costs. And here is, I'm iterating to each one, and the fabric cost, I'm adding fabric plus space plus the cost. And I have it here, the concatenated lists, and then I have my list. And this is the end.